Welcome to Dharma Wisdom Talks, a place where we explore profound life philosophies, lessons from Buddhism, and the priceless values that everyday life can teach us. Have you ever wondered, why does life always push us into challenges? Why must the good things always come at the cost of pain and difficulty? Today, together, we will answer this question from a fresh and deep perspective. Success is not something that comes easily, nor is it a gift bestowed upon the lucky ones. Success, in reality, is a journey of experience and endurance. If you want the best things in life, you must be willing to accept the deepest wounds. It is these very wounds that help us grow, become stronger, and keep moving forward in life. This is a law of the universe. To achieve something great, you must be ready to face challenges and pain. Life may not always be fair in the way we desire, but it is fair in the sense that, whatever you want, you must pay the price. This might discourage many, but in reality, it is through these hardships that we find the strength to continue. You can win if you overcome the pain, and if not, you still learn how to accept and live peacefully with your limitations. Today, we will delve into this story from the perspective of Buddhist teachings and life philosophy, to gain a deeper understanding of the true nature of success and the valuable lessons hidden in the difficulties that life brings. If you don't make an effort, 1 year from now, you will still be the same person you are today, only 1 year older. This statement is profound and highlights something we often overlook in our daily lives: change, growth, and the decisions we make today shape who we become tomorrow. If we don't strive, if we don't make an effort to improve ourselves or change our habits, then 1 year from now, we will only be a year older with no noticeable progress in our mindset, emotions, or career. This means we will simply drift through time, missing the opportunity to develop ourselves and enhance both our material and spiritual lives. From a Buddhist perspective, one of the key principles is awakening and diligent effort. Diligence is not just physical effort, it is also the effort to train the mind, transform suffering and affliction, and bravely face ourselves in search of inner peace. Without making the effort to change, we will continue to face unwanted mental states such as sorrow, anger, and greed. In fact, according to Buddhist teachings, time and life are impermanent. Without awakening and daily effort, we will repeat the mistakes of the past without realizing it. The years will pass, and we will come to the realization that time has been wasted without bringing any true value to our lives. In our everyday lives, we often feel tired, discouraged, or even lose motivation due to the pressures of work, family, or society. However, this quote reminds us that if we don't act today, 1 year from now, we will still be stuck in the same place, with unresolved issues and unfulfilled dreams. Change is not just about making great efforts in big things, it is also about the small, everyday actions, whether it's improving our health, learning a new skill, or simply treating others better. Buddhism teaches that every step we take impacts our future, and 1 year later is a reflection of our progress or stagnation. So, without effort, we are letting life pass by meaninglessly, rather than using that precious time to learn, change, and grow. In conclusion, this statement is truly a wake-up call for those who feel lazy, discouraged, or self-satisfied with their current state and are unwilling to push beyond their limits. Both in Buddhism and in everyday life, we must recognize clearly that only through effort, change, and continuous improvement can we avoid being left behind in the flow of time. What we call success is not measured by how smart you are, but by your ability to smile and overcome every hardship. This statement carries profound meaning, as it touches not only on one of the most essential elements of success but also reflects a deeply insightful perspective on life, particularly within the context of both Buddhism and modern existence. Success is not always measured by intelligence or innate talent, but by how we face and overcome life's challenges. From a Buddhist perspective, a smile is seen as a symbol of inner peace, mindfulness, and transcendence over suffering. The Buddha taught that life is impermanent and that suffering is an unavoidable part of existence. However, if we can understand the nature of impermanence and accept difficulties as part of the path to awakening, we can smile even in the toughest moments. Smiling in the face of adversity represents a tranquil soul, unshaken by negative emotions such as anger, worry, or despair. Buddhism teaches that instead of running away from pain or hardship, we should face them with calm and mindfulness. In doing so, it is not just about overcoming challenges, but about spiritual growth. A smile, then, is a reflection of that inner peace during the process. Success through adversity, in daily life, challenges and difficulties are inevitable. Successful people are not necessarily those with the most talent or intelligence, but rather those who know how to overcome obstacles, face failure, and maintain a positive spirit. Smiling in the face of difficulty does not mean we do not feel pain or exhaustion. On the contrary, it is an understanding and acceptance that suffering is unavoidable, but it will not define us unless we allow it to control our minds. When we can smile during difficult times, we show that we have mastered our emotions and can view challenges from a more positive perspective. You have likely heard stories of those who have overcome tremendous adversity, such as athletes who triumph over hardships or entrepreneurs who found success after failing numerous times. One common thread among them is the ability to maintain a positive attitude in the face of failure. Steve Jobs, for instance, was fired from the very company he founded, yet he did not let it defeat him. Instead, he saw it as an opportunity to grow and be more creative. In moments like this, he not only smiled but also found ways to turn obstacles into opportunities. Smiling as a symbol of perseverance. When we smile in the face of adversity, it is not a simple act, but a testament to perseverance and spiritual direction. Buddhism teaches that all the suffering in life can be a lesson, if we view it correctly. Smiling, then, is our way of maintaining faith in ourselves and in the harmony of the universe. This saying reminds us that success is not about attaining everything we desire, but about our ability to overcome hardships without being defeated, and to maintain peace of mind even in difficult circumstances. When we can smile, we have conquered ourselves, and that is the greatest success of all. Perhaps you think that working 8 hours a day is exhausting enough to make you want to give up, but little do you know, there are people who have to juggle 2 or 3 jobs, from early morning until late at night. This serves as a reminder of empathy and awareness of the efforts of others, while also offering a perspective on the harsh realities of life that many face every single day. While we may feel tired from a fixed 8-hour job, there are others who work tirelessly, not only to make a living but also due to family responsibilities, a desire to change their lives, or simply because they have no other choice. In Buddhism, suffering is a core concept, but this suffering does not always carry a negative connotation. The Buddha taught that in life, we cannot avoid hardships, but by accepting and facing them, we can achieve liberation. Effort and sacrifice in work, caring for family, or even in serving society are all part of the self-cultivation process, if we view them from the right perspective. In Buddhism, peace and joy in our work are what we should aim for. Although work may be exhausting, stressful, and difficult, if we approach it with mindfulness and diligence, each task, no matter how big or small, can become a path toward enlightenment. Hard work does not only apply to manual labor but exists in many other forms, from taking care of family to performing jobs that society often overlooks but are incredibly important. People who work multiple jobs from dawn to dusk may not have much time for themselves, but they continue because of their responsibilities for their lives and loved ones. One of the great values we can learn from these hard-working individuals is perseverance, endurance, and sacrifice. They may not have many choices in life, but they find ways to overcome every challenge. This is similar to Buddhism, where every challenge in life can become an opportunity for self-cultivation and learning. A perspective of empathy, this statement is not only a reminder about the effort of work, but also a call for empathy and respect for the hard work of others. In modern society, Many people may feel discouraged and exhausted by their work, but in reality, there are many others who are working double or triple shifts to make a living and support their families. They may not have a choice, and they work not just for themselves, but for their loved ones, for their community. When we sense the sacrifices and efforts of those around us, we will gain a deeper appreciation for the value of our own work and be more grateful for what we have. Moreover, by practicing empathy and understanding the struggles of others, we become more humble and at peace within ourselves. Imagine a single mother who has to work 3 different jobs to support her family. In the morning, she works in an office. In the evening, she serves at a restaurant, and on weekends, she does cleaning work. She has little time for rest, let alone taking care of herself. Yet she smiles and continues working for the sake of her children and her family's future. This story clearly illustrates the lives of those who tirelessly work to survive, without the luxury of time for personal comforts, but who maintain perseverance and a strong heart to overcome every obstacle. This statement encourages us not only to focus on our own difficulties but also to recognize and respect the efforts of others. Each person carries their own burdens and faces challenges in different ways. Empathy and gratitude are essential qualities that help us connect more deeply with life, allowing us not only to overcome our own hardships but also to help and support those around us. The world has never lacked people who strive, but it often lacks those who can persist until the end. This reflects a profound truth about perseverance in life. We all know that effort is crucial to achieving success, but what matters more is the ability to sustain that effort consistently over time. Effort may start strong, but without perseverance, we are prone to giving up when faced with difficulties. Analyzing from a Buddhist perspective. In Buddhism, perseverance is one of the key virtues that every individual should cultivate. The Buddha taught that in the process of practicing to reach enlightenment, a practitioner must be diligent, which means continuous effort, and persistent in maintaining mindfulness and inner peace, regardless of the challenges or difficulties encountered. Buddhism does not encourage shallow or fleeting efforts, but rather emphasizes enduring perseverance, overcoming adversity to reach one's goal. When we persist in what we do, whether learning, working, or practicing, we are embodying diligence. This is the process through which faith in our goals, belief in ourselves, and trust in the natural laws of the universe help us rise, no matter how immense the obstacles may seem. What is perseverance and why is it important? Perseverance is not just about completing a task, but also about the ability to endure failure and hardship without losing sight of the original goal. In a world filled with distractions and the temptation to quit, maintaining perseverance is what ultimately enables us to achieve what we desire. Perseverance is about the consistent effort to do what is right, even if we don't see immediate results. It involves continuing on a journey, even when it seems like nothing is changing. It's about accepting failure, not seeing it as an end, but rather as a valuable lesson, a stepping stone toward moving forward. Consider the example of an artist painting a picture. The artwork is not always perfect on the first try. It may take months or even years to perfect. However, it is the perseverance in painting, experimenting, and continuously refining that leads to masterpieces. Artists do not give up after a few failed attempts. Instead, they hone their skills, determined to reach their artistic goals. Similarly, in life, each failure is an opportunity to learn. Those who can persevere through failure and continue to learn will have a higher chance of success, as they are not defeated by setbacks but keep standing up and moving forward. Perseverance in modern life. In today's society, many people begin with lofty dreams, but after a while, they grow tired, disappointed, and give up. It is in these moments that perseverance becomes the defining factor. Those who persevere are not merely the ones who keep trying, but are those who can maintain their spirit even during the darkest times when everything around them seems unfavorable. Perseverance also manifests in the small, daily tasks, whether it's exercising, studying, developing skills, or simply maintaining positive habits. Every small action is an accumulation that builds toward a successful future. Self-development. One of the most crucial aspects of personal development is self-mastery. The ability not to give up, no matter how hard it gets, is a demonstration of control over one's emotions and thoughts. In difficult moments, when we persist, we prove that we are not defeated by circumstances. It is this perseverance that gradually helps us build the life we desire. This saying emphasizes that success does not come from intelligence or natural talent, but from the ability to continue making efforts over time. Just as the Buddha taught, perseverance is a vital virtue, an unyielding determination to overcome challenges and suffering, and a critical factor in achieving our goals, even if the path is long and filled with hardships. If you can persist until the end, no matter how tough the world around you is, you will succeed. Perseverance is not about short-term effort, it is the continuous striving, holding on to faith in your goals, even in the face of failure or obstacles. If you succeed, even through deceit, it becomes truth, but if you fail, even the truth becomes a lie. This profound statement speaks to the nature of success and failure, and how we perceive truth and words in society. Although seemingly paradoxical, it reflects the way societal perception and personal values intersect. From the perspective of life, In life, many people tend to evaluate success or failure based on the outcome, rather than the process. If a person succeeds, no matter how they reach their goal, society often recognizes their success, sometimes overlooking the ethics or methods used to achieve it. For instance, some may succeed through dishonesty or deceit, yet they are still celebrated by society for reaching a result that others deem important. However, when a person fails, even if they speak with integrity and uphold moral values, society often judges them more harshly. No matter how truthful their words may be, they are rendered meaningless if they cannot achieve their goal or success. This reveals a stark contrast in the way society views success and failure. The relationship between truth and outcome. Truth does not always lead to success. A person can live honestly, work diligently, and act correctly, yet not always find success. When they fail, society often overlooks the process, focusing only on the end result. In the eyes of others, truth may not hold as much value as what you achieve. Even though you speak the truth, if you don't reach the desired result, your words are often dismissed as empty. Lies can be accepted if accompanied by success. On the other hand, when someone succeeds, even through deceit or unethical means, society may accept and even celebrate them because they achieved their goals. In this case, the lie becomes accepted as truth because of the success it brings. This highlights a societal tendency to value outcomes over processes, sometimes leading to unfair judgments about a person's character or morality. Buddhist perspective on truth. Buddhism teaches that truth holds intrinsic value, and honesty is a virtue each person must cultivate. The Buddha advised us against lying, not only because it is morally wrong, but also because it brings long-term consequences, both for the liar and for those around them. In life, even if success doesn't come immediately, living truthfully allows us to maintain peace of mind and avoid the anxiety or regret that often accompanies dishonesty. In Buddhism, a person may not experience immediate success, but by living truthfully and steadfastly, enlightenment and inner peace will eventually follow, even if outward success remains elusive. Right actions and words create a strong ethical foundation, helping us navigate life's challenges without being swayed by distorted values. From the perspective of personal growth, when we view life through this lens, we realize that success is not simply about the final result but also about the journey and the values we uphold along the way. If we succeed without losing our sincerity, that success is truly valuable and enduring. On the contrary, if we pursue success at the cost of core values, we might reach our goals but feel empty inside because we have lost ourselves in the process. Examples of success and failure in real life. Consider two individuals. One achieves success through deceit and unethical tactics. This person may reach their goal, but they live in constant fear of being discovered, having to maintain their lies. On the other hand, the second person adheres to principles of honesty but faces hardship and failure in achieving their desires. On the surface, society may view the first person as successful because they achieved their goal. However, if we look deeper, the second person may have a more peaceful heart, as they don't have to live in deceit. Although they may not have visible success, they possess inner tranquility, something the first person lacks. This statement is a profound reflection on the relationship between success, words, and personal values. Success is not just about the outcome, it's about how we achieve it. Truthful words and integrity are valuable not only for the results they bring but for helping us maintain self-respect and inner peace. In contrast, lies may lead to success, but eventually, they result in emptiness and inevitable inner turmoil. If you don't make an effort, no matter how much others want to pull you up, they won't even know where your hand is to grab. This statement highlights a very practical truth about life. If you don't actively strive and seek to change yourself, no one can help you unless you're willing to change. To move forward in life, you must put in personal effort, have a clear direction, and be prepared to seize opportunities when they come. If you don't make an effort to improve yourself or extend a hand, no matter how kind-hearted those around you are, they won't be able to lift you up. In life, we often hear advice from others on how to achieve success, but if we don't have the determination and effort to rise, all the help from others will be useless. Striving is not only a crucial condition for achieving goals but also a deciding factor in whether or not you're ready to accept help. If you don't take initiative, if you're not willing to step outside of your comfort zone to change, it will be hard for others to provide effective assistance. In Buddhism, right effort, diligence, is one of the most important factors on the path of practice. Buddha taught that anyone can attain enlightenment if they make a genuine effort, and that effort must come from within. Buddhism does not encourage passivity or waiting for others to act on your behalf but calls each person to walk their own path, even if it is difficult and arduous. When you don't make an effort, not only do you miss opportunities, but you also can't receive help from others. On the other hand, if you make even a small effort, you open a door of opportunity, and people around you will notice and offer their support. Effort is essential for personal development. Imagine you're far away from a destination. If you don't move, you'll stay stuck where you are and never reach that point. In reality, even if someone is there to help you, if you don't take the first step, they can't pull you to your goal. Personal effort is the driving force that clears the way, while others' support is the leverage that helps you rise higher. A sports athlete, no matter how skilled the coach is, if the athlete doesn't practice hard, dedicate time to self-improvement, no coach can replace their effort. The coach can guide, but the athlete must take action and make an effort to succeed. A student, no matter how enthusiastic the teacher is, if the student doesn't invest time and effort into studying and honing skills, learning will not bear fruit. The teacher can teach, but they can't learn for you. The connection between effort and assistance: if you don't make an effort, no one can unlock your potential. Help only becomes effective when you're willing to change and accept support. Taking initiative in action is like extending a hand to receive help. Without that outstretched hand, even if someone wants to help, they won't know where you are, and they can't grab your hand and pull you up. This message carries a strong and powerful idea about the spirit of proactivity and personal effort. You can't expect help from others if you're not making an effort yourself. If you don't extend your hand, no one will be able to lift you. Effort not only helps you grow but also opens up opportunities to receive support from those around you. Success does not come from luck or simple help, it comes from your own relentless effort. Don't expose your wounds to just anyone. In this society, you can never be sure who will be the one to apply a healing balm to your wounds and who will rub salt into them. This powerful lesson reminds us to protect our emotional and psychological wounds, and it reflects the complexity of human relationships. It serves as a reminder to carefully select whom we trust with our vulnerabilities, as not everyone is capable of offering sincere support. In reality, not everyone who comes to you in times of trouble intends to comfort or heal you. Some may take advantage of your weakness to hurt you further. In today's world, we often feel the need to share our pain, sorrow, or psychological wounds with others, hoping to be understood and to receive empathy. However, it is crucial to be discerning when choosing whom to trust with our emotions. When you openly display your wounds too easily, not everyone will treat you kindly or with understanding. Some may exploit your vulnerability for their own benefit or to cause you more suffering. Reflections on society. Social relationships are not always pure or virtuous. People have their own agendas when they approach you, and not all of them come with sincere intentions. When you reveal too much of your emotions, you may unknowingly give others the advantage of manipulating you. This saying reminds us to stay alert and avoid making ourselves too vulnerable in a world where people have diverse motives. Buddhism teaches that we must safeguard our hearts and not let our emotions dictate our actions. The Buddha advised against exposing too much of our pain or weakness, as doing so can make others perceive us as easy targets for exploitation. Instead of seeking sympathy from others, it is best to cultivate inner peace, determination, and self-reliance to overcome life's challenges. While we cannot escape emotional wounds, Buddhism encourages healing from within rather than overly relying on external help. Sharing your pain with others can be positive if you choose the right people, but if you don't, your emotions may be weakened and further harmed. Distinguishing between those who heal and those who hurt. Those who heal, these are the people who genuinely care for you, who listen with empathy, comfort you, and help you recover. They offer sincere advice and encouragement without taking advantage of your vulnerability. Those who hurt, these individuals may not have honest intentions when they come near you. They might exploit your pain for personal gain or simply make you feel worse instead of offering comfort. Why keep your wounds hidden? Preserve your dignity and strength. Keeping your pain private helps maintain your inner strength, protecting you from unnecessary harm caused by malicious words or actions from those with ill intentions. Choose who you share with. When sharing your sorrows or emotional wounds, it is essential to be careful about whom you trust. Not everyone has the capacity to understand and help you sincerely through your difficulties. Protect your inner peace. By not exposing too much of your emotional pain, you protect your mental tranquility and prevent others from influencing your emotions. Only when you are strong and able to control your feelings can you face and overcome life's challenges with resilience. Examples: a business failure. If you share your professional failure with someone who doesn't truly understand you, they may mock, criticize, or even take pleasure in your difficulties. However, if you confide in a close friend who truly cares, they will comfort you, help you find a solution, and guide you through the pain. Family dynamics. Some people might take advantage of your emotional vulnerability within the family to cause more conflict, while others will use their understanding and love to support you through the trials you face. This saying offers an important lesson in caution when sharing emotions. Life is filled with individuals with varying motives, and not everyone deserves access to your emotional wounds. To protect yourself, you must control and guard your emotions, select whom to trust, and only share when you truly feel safe and understood. Doing so not only prevents further harm from others but also helps you maintain inner peace in all circumstances. The world operates on a certain fairness, but it is not the fairness we often expect. If you want the best of what life has to offer, you must also be willing to face the greatest wounds and challenges. If you can endure and overcome them, you will emerge victorious. If not, you must accept the limits of your abilities and settle for a more ordinary life. This principle reflects a profound truth about life and success. Achieving greatness is inseparable from embracing hardship and suffering. It is not a mere theory, it is the reality of existence. Everything you wish to attain in life comes at a price: sacrifice, effort, and pain. If you are able to push through these hardships, the rewards will be exceptional. However, if you falter, you will need to come to terms with a life of mediocrity, void of extraordinary achievement. Life is not always fair in the way we desire, but there is a fairness rooted in human effort. If you seek exceptional accomplishments, you must be prepared to pay the price, which may involve time, effort, and even suffering. Enduring pain and overcoming hardship are indispensable parts of the journey toward success. Think of it as a law of nature, much like the cultivation of a beautiful garden. Without tending to the plants and weathering the harsh seasons, no flourishing blooms can emerge. In Buddhism, suffering, dukkha, is one of the three universal characteristics of existence, and accepting suffering is integral to the path of spiritual practice and enlightenment. Buddha taught that suffering is not inherently bad, but rather, it is a part of the impermanence of life. Only when we accept and rise above suffering with equanimity can we achieve liberation. From this perspective, the saying can be understood as a reminder: if you wish to experience true peace and enlightenment, you must be ready to confront the wounds and challenges in both your spiritual journey and life. These are the trials that help you understand yourself and liberate yourself from attachments. Approaching success in life means acknowledging that wanting the best does not come without difficulty. In fact, to attain greatness, you must face storms and wounds, not only from others but also from within yourself. Successful individuals are those who can endure and learn from each wound they encounter. It is not merely overcoming obstacles, it is the ability to transform pain into strength and continue striving. Great historical figures like Thomas Edison and Albert Einstein endured countless failures, not just in their work but in their personal lives as well. These failures were wounds they had to endure, learn from, and use to rise above. Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." It was through these challenges that they discovered the path to success. A champion athlete must endure the pain of intense training and past defeats before achieving victory. Similarly, a great writer must go through years of trial and struggle to communicate a powerful message through their words. The fairness in success is not about everyone having the same opportunities, but about everyone having to pay the price for what they want to achieve. If you want the best, you must accept the deepest wounds, and this is an essential part of building a career and achieving greatness. We live in a world where everything has a value that corresponds to what you put into it. If you seek growth, you must endure pain. If you cannot bear it, then you will remain in a safe zone where there are no great changes or breakthroughs. This saying serves as a strong reminder that success is not easy. To attain the best, you must endure the trials and wounds along the way. No one is exempt from suffering, but it is through suffering that you are forged into a resilient and strong individual. If you can overcome it, you will triumph. If not, you must accept a normal life, one without hope or desire to reach new heights. Thus, embracing challenges and being willing to pay the price is the key to achieving greatness in life. Success in life is never easily attained, and it is certainly not a smooth, straightforward path. Each step along that journey is marked by wounds and pain, yet it is precisely these experiences that forge our strength. To achieve the best, you must endure the harshest challenges. We cannot avoid the wounds, but it is within those very wounds that we learn to persevere, to endure, and most importantly, to rise above ourselves. Buddhism teaches us that suffering is an inseparable part of the path to enlightenment. When you face challenges, you are not just learning to survive, but also learning to transform pain into growth and, ultimately, into true awakening. Therefore, do not fear the wounds, do not shy away from difficulty. See them as opportunities to rise up and become stronger. In the end, remember that success is not the destination, it is the journey of surpassing your own limitations. If you can overcome the trials and suffering in life, you will triumph. If not, accept life as a precious lesson, a part of who you are, and a part of the never-ending journey toward enlightenment. Thank you for joining us on Dharma Wisdom Talks, and we hope that the lessons shared today will serve as inspiration in the challenges ahead. Stay steadfast, and never stop striving to rise.